What's up, Automaniacs? This is Auto. Welcome back to the Automation Station, a hub dedicated to automated gaming. And welcome back, guys, to Satisfactory. I'm glad to be back in the saddle again, getting ready to throw down on this game. Gosh, I really just need to free up my inventory, honestly. We'll run over here. We will get rid of the leaves and stuff, do a super quick check on what we have loaded up here, making sure everything's still backed up properly. So, hope you guys are doing alright. I'm doing alright. If you got to see my cat, I hope you enjoyed getting to see old TB, old Tiberius. So, we still have very full, looks like biomass burners, obviously, but looks like we're pretty full on all of them, so I don't know why. It seems like every time I go to record, it's like right as it's getting dark. So a couple things I want to get done this episode. One, I want to get the MAM built, and two, I want to get a Rotor factory built. So real quick, while I'm going around collecting resources so we can try to build as much as possible without having to without having a pocket craft. Just wanted to highlight a real heartwarming comment from one of our faithful subscribers. Yeah, that. It's from Bored to Death 11. I'll throw it on the screen real quick. And it says, "You may seem small, but to each of your subscribers, you are a person." Well, where the hell is all the plates? Are we? What is going on here? Oh my goodness. This entire time you've not been making plates? What the heck? Ugh. Luckily we have that many. Okay, for real this time. Bored to Death 11 says, "You may seem small, but to each of your subscribers, you are a person. Right now, 31 people are invested in your gaming." So, referencing my 31 subscribers. Why do we not have power here either? Alright, another tangent. Imagine 31 people just gathered around watching you play, essentially. That's a lot. Congratulations, I'm cheering for you. And Bored to Death 11, I just want to say thank you so much for the kind words and the interaction on the channel. I'm sure that helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate it. So, alright guys, well what we're going to do, we're going to run up here, collect a little copper stuff. Maybe I should have done this like ahead of time before the video. Oh, look at that. Busted up there, no problem. Let's see if I can do it again. Nice, nailed it. Get out of here, you blimp. My gosh, stepping all over everything. Goodness gracious. And a little inventory management. So I do have a, what do I have? I do have a new mouse, but it does still seem a little catchy. It's not as bad, but, you know, my computer's 5 years old. Things don't seem to last as much as they used to. So, what do you know? Alright, so we are going to clear this out, or I'm just going to hold E, or I'm going to press E rather, instead of trying to tase it to death. And we're going to get these cleared out. We're going to set down our foundation. So I hope you guys have been doing alright. I've been doing really good. Had a very busy, productive day at work today. Started at about 5 a.m. and got home at about 3 p.m. and then once I was done with all my admin work, it was about 5 p.m. So about a good 12-hour day with emails and whatnot. But I have a really good job, thankfully. It took me a long time to get it, and so I do not want to take it for granted. I love it. It's an awesome job, and I'll talk about it one day. Let's see here. I think this should be good. So, let us build this thing, a little observation tower, or lookout tower as they like to call it. I like that you can jump and land on the ladder. Gosh, I had like a catch in my throat. My goodness. 1 second. Alright, foundations. We're going to hit R to switch over to Zoop. No, not good. Maybe we should start higher up. That should probably do it. Yeah. And I can't remember. I know that it does take a bit of room, so we're just going to overbuild just because we can. And then we'll remove any unnecessary as needed. But from what I remember, I know it does kind of stick out over the cliff a little bit. Oh, and I'm worried that that little bump right there is going to be a problem. But we'll see. We'll let future us worry about that. My wife hates it when I say that. It's not her favorite thing for me to say. But yeah, I got the bike out. Oh, no way. No shot. I had 4 of them. And then I sat there and got rid of them. And I think I need an equipment workshop. I am going to have to go get some more plates. My goodness. I can't believe I did that. That is so sad. How do I keep ending up... Oh, I was going to say, how do I keep ending up with raw ore? But I remember I have to keep removing these. Alright, we're going to try to get this lined up just right. With our foundations here. That looks right. That looks about right. Okay, that looks good. Then we'll go ahead and we'll put a splitter here. And we'll go ahead and we'll put a splitter here. I guess that's about even. One way you can tell is you can run them. No. Sometimes though, with how it locks into slots on here, it may not be perfectly straight coming out of the miner itself, but I know you can kind of like free flow these things, I think, and then go from there. Alright, so kind of wash, rinse, repeat of what we did down there. We know both of these are what do I want to say, normal nodes, right? No, they're impure. Ah, so we're only getting 30 a minute. Oh. So you know what? We don't need this. Or this. I don't need this. I don't have to put up with this. And I think this one's impure as well. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, so 1 smelter per miner. So in this instance, the miner will be producing only 30 ore, which we know that the smelter can only handle 30 ore as well. So it's kind of like a perfect ratio. Oh my gosh, that's way off. I gotta fix that. I can't leave that. I can't leave that. No, we can do better. All right, we are getting started on that dadgum ma'am because I really want the blade runners. Miss them. Let's see. See how this is. Pretty good. Good enough. Good enough for government work, as my father-in-law likes to say. So, all right. So what we're doing here is we want to produce rotors, and we need to see kind of what we're expecting to get, and we're gonna decide, I guess, how complicated we want this to be. So 100 screws a minute. Well, we already know that we can't produce that. We don't even have the belts to run that yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to be able to produce rods, and then well, actually, we could produce, what am I saying? We could produce 120, but the problem is we can only ship 60. And this needs 20 a minute. So what is 40%? If I hit, is it in? Let's see. So what was it? 20. So 40% of 20 So we're losing 40%. So that's 12, right? So 12 and 12 is 24. We're going to be making 30 rods, but we can't possibly make more than 120 screws. And even if we did make more than 120 screws, we wouldn't have the rods to support that either. So that's how we came to this. So it's 4 a minute, but when you lower this down to 60 a minute and this down to 12, this turns to 2.4. I only know that because I looked on an old save today to try to get some reference for some numbers, and that's what I came up with. And really, I shouldn't worry about this right now, but I want to make it, you know, we want to be diligent. We don't want to get into lazy building and things like that. So we're going to build a couple of rotors here. So got the bike out today, did a nice little like 30-40 minute ride. I can't remember if I've talked about it or not, but I think I have. I think I have, yeah. I remember talking about it. Talking about I had a ZX6, or I have a ZX6R, but I started with a Ninja 500, which was awesome, by the way, I'll say. All right. So what we want to do here, there you are. And I'm building with a little bit more space here. Trying to at least, let's see. That's not what we want. Storage container. Okay. So I think this will work. Yep, that's pretty even. Okay. And I need to start doing... And there's probably an easier way to do the right angle turn. Like, I think you could set it to right angle and it may build it all in one go, but it doesn't put this support here, and I like that support. And it's also kind of satisfying. Let's see, 15 and 15. Okay. It's kind of satisfying to me personally, doing the two back and whatnot, you know. So I think I do want to give this just a smidgen of space. Okay. Belt up, belt up. So let's see. I can hit R curve maybe. So if I do this, default straight. So if you do straight, it does an automatic right angle, but you don't get the little support there. And is the support really that important? Maybe it's worth it to, you know, who's gonna notice, really? I mean, the right angle is still clean, so that still looks the same. That still looks really good. So now this time, last time we just went from the rods, which is what we're doing here. I guess I could have just snapped those and brought them over here. And we went directly from rods into screws, but this time we need more screws. So we need to get the full potential of our machines here. So let's try this again. Oh man, I can't believe I've never... What in the hell? Okay, it's a merger. Curve. Invalid shape, huh? Default. I don't know. Need iron plates. Let's do... Oh, there's a yellow slug. Nice. Let's run down here. See how we're doing. Everything's still green. No explosions. So that's good. Oh, man. But yeah, I had a good ride today. It was nice. Got it up to desirable speeds a couple times. And these days it's more than necessary, I'll just say. I think my wife might listen to these videos, so I don't want to sit here and incriminate myself. Let's see, how we doing on reinforced? We have 22. Wow, we are producing a good bit. Dang. Nice. Alright, back up here. And what I like to do is, I do like to build a ramp here. So, we'll go here. I do the 4, so if you hold, you can see kind of the hammer as the cursor in the middle of the screen. If you go to the bottom of the foundation, it pushes the ramp up. Well, that's obviously over. So if we push it down like this, and since it's zoop, well, I was going to say, you can just, yeah, there you go. You can carry it down through the ground like this. And now we have a nice, quick, and easy ramp up this way. Yay, we did it. We're so good. We're successful. Okay, so now we need to immediately split the merged. Yep. It would help if I faced it the right direction. I was like, oh, look at this. I'm going to nail it. And then, boom, I messed it up. Okay. So here we need 3. Oh, I'm gonna have to move those out. Yep. Well, I kind of just built them to see. We'll just do. Maybe I need to be building with more room. I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Oh, how do we do this though? See, this is a problem. We don't have Mark II belts, right? No. What do we need for Mark II belts? Well, we need to unlock more stuff. Okay. So, I think for now, what we're going to do, unfortunately, just because we don't have Mark II belts, is we know we have 40 coming out of there. That's 80. Well, that's more than we can carry. We can only carry 60 right now. So, I think for the time being, we're just going to merge these two. Straight. Yeah, I like it. I do like it. And we're gonna move you forward. We're gonna build a couple of more foundations here. And then when I unlock like architectural stuff, I do like to come back and look at this, you can run on it before it's like finished being built. So that's pretty cool. Just a little tidbit there for you. Alright. An assembler. And we'll just put them here in the... Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, so this is straight. Look at that. Look at that. Dang, I've been you know, giving myself a hard time lately. My goodness. Alright, so we're going to need a merger here. And how I want to do this is I would like all 3. I think it's gonna have to be like this. Ah, it's unfortunate. You know what I could do? I could delete it, and then I come in just a little bit closer. It might work. Let's see. We're experimenting here. Okay, so we know we're merging 100 and 120 into this one merger. And we know we're only going to be able to deliver 60, but it is what it is. Not a big deal. Okay, so let's route power over here. We'll come pilfer from the copper factory. Bam, bam. Oh. But I do like motorcycle riding. I waited a very long time to do it, and I shouldn't have. But I'm glad I've done it at this point, and so I can say that I've done it instead of always wondering what if. I think that's the thing that bothers me a lot, is the what ifs. You know, I have no delusions of grandeur of saying like, oh, you know, my life's going to be a waste if I'm not rich and I don't get to experience unrealistic things and unreasonable stuff. But the stuff that I can actually do, and I just like made a decision, oh, I'm just gonna put it off. Like, that's the kind of stuff that will keep me awake at night, you know? So, I have to do better about that. And I'm trying to, you know, carpe diem, seize the day and all that. And make it, you know, live every day like it's your last. And I'll tell you that, trying to do that is exhausting. Living every day as if it's your last day is extremely exhausting. I've done that. I've tried to do it. It's very hard to keep it consistent because you're basically cramming absolutely as much as needed, or as much as you can, into every day of your life, and it's exhausting. It taxes you. I think that sometimes we need those mental breaks, and we need the ability to just shut down for a little while and kind of veg out. And, you know, within moderation, obviously. You know, everything's within reason. Okay. Alright, so everything I believe is hooked up. So now that we've got all that hooked up, we can just hook up the miners here, and we should be producing rotors. So let's just follow the formula real quick. 30 ore from the miner turns into 30 ingots, gets split between two constructors, 15 apiece. They turn the 15 ingots into 15 iron rods, which gets merged into 30 iron rods and then split evenly into 3 lines of 10, 10, 10, 10. And that's because we only need 10 rods to make 40 screws. So we have 3 sets of 40 screws coming out of here, which is $1.20. We're only going to ship 60 a minute to this thing, so we have more than enough. Over here is kind of the same. 30 ore turns into 30 ingots, gets split between 2 constructors, 15 ingots apiece to make 15 rods from each constructor. That's 30 total rods. So we know we have 30 total rods coming here because we can ship 30. That's more than we need. And we could, you know, go through some serious rigmarole and try to siphon off some extra, I guess, the rods to turn into screws, but it just turns into this logistical mathematic nightmare, and you're only gaining maybe 1 or 2 rotors when it's all said and done. And that, oh, look at that, that's like it's like a crystal thing. Let's see here. Okay, so now we need to get those rotors down here. And do I have my chainsaw? I do. Yeah, get over here. It's been a while since I've hacked up some trees. Gotta take out some frustrations. Come on. But so far, everything's been pretty cool with the motorcycle. I ride very defensively. I don't ride people's asses. I will pass people, but I give them plenty of space before and after. I don't, you know, just zoom around like crazy. Let's see, do we have walls? Foundations. We do have walls. So I'm wondering if I can come here, if this will help me line up the yeah, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Are you not going to zoop? I guess not. He did not want to zoop at the time. He said no. Again, no zoop. Okay. It doesn't like to zoop when it's on these stairs for some reason. Okay, let's see. How does this look? I mean, it's kind of like a building. I think maybe this is unnecessary. You know. And then later on we'll get more architecture. But the whole reason I built this was just to make sure that we can line up our foundations properly here. And I would like to... I wish I could get it to snap, but it's okay. This is all just for now. This is all just for us to be able to have a little working space, you know. So we'll clean it up a little bit. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to build an elevator from up there all the way down here. And you can do that two different ways. You can either do it from the top or the bottom. That's what she said. Not that way. Let's see. Actually, I think I'm wrong. I think we have to do it from the bottom. So we know it's right here. So I think, let's see, that's going to be a smelter. All right. Okay. I'm fat fingering everything. Okay. So we want this to go up. T. How does that look? I don't know. We'll see. That's part of the problem with this is when you there's certain things we can unlock that we will unlock, and it'll make this easier. Son of a bitch. Let's see. Will this work? Freak no. All right. I know there's probably an easy way to do this, and somebody's got to be screaming at their computer right now. Like, look at that! I just did it. Easy. And just experimenting. Okay. It's weird how sometimes it will, you know, the certain build type will work, and other times it won't. We're going to be getting 100% here. No, we're not. We're not going to be getting 100%. So we're going to be making less than 4 a minute, but that's okay. That's okay. We don't need rotors like that. They're not in that much demand at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to have to try to see if I can figure out these, like why the curve worked with one and not the other. Because honestly, I have no idea. But like I said, yeah. So we got our rotors built. We're doing less than 4 a minute, unfortunately. But as soon as we unlock a couple of more levels here, which this episode, obviously, we're not going to get to it because we need to make a bunch of rotors. But I think here, let's see, what else? I think we can handle all this stuff really quickly. So let's see. Let's go see how we're doing on our iron plates. Look at that. Parkour. Sorry, it's from The Office. Parkour. Oh gosh. I was never gifted to be able to do anything athletically inclined, such as parkour. I just kind of do what I can, you know. Alright, so let's see. Did I just mess myself up? Did I stop myself from being able to build the MAM? No. Nice. Okay, so the MAM is kind of like a... Well, we'll see. You bring stuff to it, and then you have a tree that you can unlock. And you can see, as we come across things, so like we have all this stuff here, which is like classified phenomena, unknown metal, fungus-like growth, unknown crystalline mineral, unknown chemical element. As we come across that stuff, it will unlock it in the MAM, which will unlock another tree. So I'll give you an example. So we have this over here, and raw quartz, and we haven't mined it yet. So now we get some exposition.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Alright, so here we can see quartz, and now the unknown crystalline material is gone. So now we have a quartz. So we can research this. It just takes 3 seconds. Very quick. And we unlocked this, the ability to make silica and
mineral
crystal
was
quartz.
a previously unknown variation of quartz, with uniquely large and flawless crystals, normally only found in synthetic quartz. The industrial application
Oh
of
my
this
goodness.
mineral will follow that
Her
of its
exposition
synthetic
is serious
counterpart,
business.
specifically in communication and exploration technologies.
Okay, we're gonna do this and we're gonna get some more exposition.
This semi-slug, now dubbed power slug, is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy storage capacity, giving it its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis, and preserve it in their porous semi-crystalline shell over their lifetime. This explains why the fruit of this fungus-like flora does not seem to show much potential for use.
Okay, so essentially, the power slugs allow us to. Well, what is that? They allow us to create power shards to overclock the machines. And then what else? What was the other thing we unlocked? The quartz. That allows us to make like glass and things like that, but it also unlocks the blade runners. So what I'm doing here, these are fungus, and they're mycelia. That's what it is. And then I know that there are enemies here, so I'm gonna try not to let them scare me. But they kind of are like spiders. I think there's oh shit! Get back here, little punk. Get back here. Yeah, eat that. More exposition. Let's go.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Initial data suggests
Spiders, I'm home.
Notably, they do not have a traditional
Bring it.
eyes.
Bring it.
There are, however, numerous cavities.
Oh my god, I am getting my ass kicked. Come on, y'all are double teaming me. That's horse shit. Bring it. Yeah. I feel like that was only one though. Where's the other? Where are you at? Why are you being so sneaky? Because you know I'm gonna tax that ass. That's why. So this little cave is near the starting area, and you can come in here and get some awesome mycelia to start with. There's a summer sloop up there, which I have no idea what those are for. But, oh, hang on. I'm out of fuel. I was like, hey, it's not clicking, but I'm out of fuel. Let's collect this. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's an awesome animation.
Co-founder of Ficsit and head of its R&D department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way to both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Research it in the
It's
lab
beautiful
to
in
establish
here.
locally appropriate classification and application. Fun fact, the planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted named Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets.
This feels a lot bigger than it used to be. I don't know. But I ran out of biofuel, but we were able to get quite a bit of mycelia, 163. I think that is going to allow us to research stuff into like cloth and whatnot. So let's get over here. We'll knock that out. We'll check the rotors, see if we just happen to have enough by chance. So we'll research this mycelia. Now the research is always quick, unless you get a hard drive, then those take 10 minutes. Let's see.
The mycelial networks
I need
of this
biofuel.
fungi possess unusually resilient hyphae, which show potential for making a strong but
Holy
lightweight natural
cow,
fabric.
look at this.
Additionally, it has similar medicinal and pest control applications to mycelia on Earth.
Wow. So if you take 10 of these, which is 20 megajoules of power, That turns it into 1800. Now, I know it says 180, but it makes 10 of these, so it's 1 that makes 10. So that's 180 megajoules. And then from solid biofuel, so we take 180 times 8, which let's just say that's like 1600 or so. That turns it into 1900. So it's really only a little better. It's not as good as I thought it was, but it's whatever. It is what it is. You know, you're going from 1600 to 1800, I guess. And this is not quite 1600. This is probably more like 1450 or whatever. But anyways, that's all numbers. So I think we can come over here and see when you highlight the thing, it shows you what you need to research it. So if we come over here, we have one of these, so we can research this. I can't believe she's got an exposition on it.
The remains
She already did.
To an organism with 8 jointed legs, similar to the legs of arachnids, but with non-standard distribution and function. Because sometimes toes need to be stepped on for the sake of progress.
Oh my gosh.
Fortunately for you, I have no toes.
Dang, I'm gonna have to see if I can collect a whole bunch of mycelia to turn that into fuel for that thing. Nice. Okay. See how we're doing over here. We need to make 10 of those.
Research completed.
And
fabric recipe
we
unlocked.
need, what are these, stators? Oh yeah,
available.
that's later. I do wanna do this. I'll be interested to see what she has to say about this. What are these? Sam.
Summer sloop analysis
Mercer
completed.
Fear.
Summer sloops are
I think
somewhere
that's over
between
there.
battery and conduit, harvesting energy
looks so
from
weird.
pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
Let the energies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
similarities
Whoa.
to the hypothetical force of dark
I was
energy
not
to potentially be
expecting
one and
that,
the same.
and that scared the
It
shit
can
out of
now be
me.
tracked
I ain't gonna
by
lie.
the object scanner.
That messed with me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. So we just need a few more of these rotors, and then we can go ahead and get the jump pads done. So we got a bit done this episode. We built the man, we did some researching, we explored a super scary cave, we got some rotors taken care of. The next episode, I think we're gonna start on a very maybe, yeah, I think, well, I don't know. Let me think about it. I know we want to research more in the MAM.
The Ficsit jump pad combines high technology.
We want to
and innovation for optimized
get,
factory
let's
traversal
see.
and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience
Well,
not guaranteed. Individual results may vary.
I was thinking we could
Pioneers are
build,
responsible for all workplace accidents
I
resulting
guess we
from
just
jump
haven't
pad
unlocked him
usage.
yet. Okay. Never mind. Let's see. I think the next episode, we're just going to work on finishing tier 2. And then we're going to see if we can go ahead and build the space elevator. I think that would be a good plan. So, alright guys, well I know this has been running on a little bit. I certainly appreciate your time. I appreciate you spending it with me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And until next time, take it easy.